Hello, it is Monday, week 3, June 1999. The past couple of weeks, we've been having different people challenge Stone Cold for the title and chase for the title. Vince McMahon really wants the title off Stone Cold Steve Austin. So he faced Stone Cold faced Umaga, and then Owen Hart had a face-off with Stone Cold. Owen Hart is going to be in the title match at the next pay-per-view. It's just who's he going to face. We had Chris Candido once again put on a hell of a promo. And The Rock and Triple H didn't appear last week, so they're starting off the show hot. And then they're going to be in the show a little bit more this week than Stone Cold and Candido. Now, I was thinking, who's going to be top heel, Candido or Triple H? Because, of course they can both be top heels, but one would need to be the guy. Same how Stone Cold is the guy, and then The Rock could be the guy. It's just, right now, without doing no brand split or anything, I need one absolute for each side, and then the rest are 1A, 1B, and so forth. So I was thinking, is Chris Candido performing so well because he's with Vince McMahon, Stone Cold, and Triple H is, can carry other people? Like Chris needs to be carried, and Triple H doesn't, or if that's just BS and Chris has been doing great and Triple H could do great. That's just a little food for thought that Chris Candido is working with arguably the most over acts in the company. I don't know what Vince's overness is. It has to be up there. Yeah, 86, and then Stone Cold has 100, so Candido's around 90 now. Just interesting. Alright, so we're going to start off with Triple H and The Rock. Okay. They trade insults here, back and forth. Pretty much The Rock would be in the ring. Triple H interrupts, back and forth, back and forth. Just basic insulting, basic Rock promo. I didn't write it because, it's so hard. We've all watched these two trade words so many times. I think everyone would get the gist of it and just save time. Following that, we have a matchup with the Marvelous Ones versus the Headbangers, a squash match here. The Marvelous Ones getting the victory, and then the Hardys come out, get in their face and raise their titles, just as a middle finger to the Marvelous Ones, saying that the Hardys are champions. Pretty much basic tag team title feud here. Here we have Goldust and Terry Runnels just do a relationship skit. Pretty much a way to get Terry on the show and to just continue this weird thing I'm going with them. It's not really even leading to anywhere. I'm just doing it right now for time to get Terry on the show, because we have to have her have a couple females on the show, and we're low on them. It's only Terry and Sable right now, I think, on the show, so we need more females, and this isn't really leading anywhere. Following that, we have Taz is backstage, and Bob Holly attacks him. These two would more so brawl, Taz gets up, or Bob gets up in Taz's face, pushes him, and then they just start throwing punches. Now you're going to see a lot of beatdowns and stuff so forth back today in this episode, and I think this really puts over the fact that Vince McMahon's a heel authority figure, so he doesn't really give a damn about the backstage attacks compared to a babyface authority figure. If Teddy Long was there, he would raise hell about Bob Holly attacking Taz, but Vince doesn't care. Vince probably admires that more so than anything. Following that, we have Val Venus versus Lance Storm, ends in disqualification, double DQ. When Goldust and D'Lo Brown both interfere, we're inserting D'Lo Brown in the IC title picture now after he defeated Godfather at the pay-per-view. Just give him a little bit to do here. Like I said, we just want mid-card to heels. And then these four guys, Val Venus, Lance Storm, D'Lo Brown, and Goldust, are all guys who could, raise. I think Lance and Val and Goldust more so than D'Lo have potential to go up higher in the card. Definitely Goldust, but with that gimmick, it's so hard, you can't really have it go to a certain level. Same with Val Venus. Lance Storm, if he gets, the entertainment skills, he will be a main eventer, I feel like. Here we have Al Snow, pretty much cutting a promo on why he turned on Mankind. He'd be going crazy, talking to himself, talking ahead. And people would just boo him because he's just out of his mind, and I think we're just putting that over. Here we have Abyss defeat Ahmed Johnson, just to pretty much give Abyss the boost of popularity. And Ahmed, we're not really doing much with him, which is a shame. But we gave him a lot of opportunities after WrestleMania 14 to really, get in the main event scene, and he didn't perform so well. I mean, when this is back in TEW 2013, I've been uploading those around now on YouTube because I'm recording so far ahead. And I mean, Ahmed Johnson wasn't doing good with Undertaker, Stone Cold, Rock, anyone. He was putting on like his best match is like an 80, and we just can't have that. Here we have Kane's backstage on the APA, just attack him out of nowhere and just beat him down. And this sets up the next angle with X-Pac versus Edge. The match ends X-Pac getting a victory, but then after the match, Undertaker returns, and then like tombstones X-Pac. Now I had Kane get beat up by APA because I mean, why wouldn't Kane run down here? You know, we could say Road Dogg and Batista aren't there that night; they're getting busy for later. We could say that, but with Kane, him and X-Pac are like immediate partners, so APA beating them down just to save that little bit. Here we have the Dudley Boys is talking shit backstage. I don't know why they're. I gotta take them out of that feud. Pretty much just to keep them on TV. Bubba's hurt, so I'm not gonna have him wrestle the next couple of weeks to make sure he doesn't get more injured. Following that, we have Vince McMahon get Brian Pillman, says, you want your title match, Stone Cold? You got it. If you don't win, you're fired. And I mean, I'm not gonna do the whole Vince thing. Just not have the energy for it. So pretty much here we setting up Brian Pillman versus Stone Cold Steve Austin for the title. If Pillman doesn't win, he won't be fired but suspended. You'll see I have something I want to do with that. Here we have Chris Candido and Umaga just start fighting back and forth. You know, they cost each other, title shots or so they think. It's pretty much really getting over the fact that Chris Candido is getting really tired of the corporation. And I mean, like Umaga is not really that over, so I was saying in the beginning of the show that maybe Candido was being carried, but I mean, he carried Umaga to a solid segment here. Here we have The Rock just doing his catchphrases before the fans. Wasting time here. Plus, we've seen that a shit ton added to there, so I figured we'd actually do that. Then he goes on to faces William Regal. And this sets up the post-match angle where the Triple H appears on screen with TV, says, hey, Rock. And then just starts beating the shit out of Rikishi. This is done to get heat on Triple H by beating up, fan favorite Rikishi. And The Rock is in the ring, so he can't make the save for Rikishi. This is like our fourth post-match attack or attack backstage. And just really putting, like, all of them are heels. I mean, I think it tells a story of how people, and this isn't the last one, how people are taking advantage of Vince not caring about their actions. Here we have Brian Pillman versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Stone Cold makes defense number 5 for his title. Good performance, not the best by Pillman, but I'm fine with that. And pretty much we had Pillman here lose for a reason. In post-match, we have Owen Hart run in, beat Stone Cold down on the mat, and put him in a sharpshooter to end Raw or something. Or hit him with the tombstone maybe. Or wait, nope. Stone Cold never broke his neck in the game. But pretty much, we're just have Owen get heat and stand tall at the end of the show. So it's our 5th post-match angle where a guy gets beaten down. Let's see, yep. 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I mean, we have 5 post-match angles or before a match, just 5 angles where heels are attacking baby faces. We're really just, Vince McMahon just does not care for it, care to stop it, so it's just gonna happen. Alright, now I think it is 76-28. Randy Savage versus Sting, only 75. That's not as much as I thought. Goldberg lost again. Hollywood Hogan versus Steve McMichael. Okay. Incident that requires your attention was at least on drugs. Alright, so we're going to suspend Brian Pillman. That's it. Why is Stone Cold pissed? I fucking... Whatever. Yeah, see, who's annoyed about Brian Pillman? Okay. Bob Holly doesn't connect with fans. I kind of agree with that. Hardcore Holly wasn't, the They never really had like that gimmick that people were infatuated with. Suspended. Rehab. I should have sent him to rehab. Whoopsies. We're going to test him again when he comes back, and if he doesn't pass, then we'll do rehab. I think. Because I have plans for Pillman, not now, but definitely down the line. Like, end of the year, we'll have plans for Pillman. If he doesn't clean up by, probably by, I don't know what to give him. WrestleMania season. If he doesn't clean up by WrestleMania season, he's fired, I would say. So, that's going to be it for this episode. This is episode 167, 168. So, thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you want to see. Because, when you guys see this, I'll probably be recording, the 2000 area, which I've been watching. And if you ever get a chance, go back and watch Mick Foley's run as GM back then. It was so entertaining. It's like Triple H, was like playing the tweener role. Had a couple great matches that year. And just, always worth looking back on. Talk to you guys later.